Welcome to my channel. Please like and subscribe. First off, I'm just saying subscribe and watch all my videos. Um, I don't care if you don't like them, just watch videos. That will help me monetize my channel and build the watch hours that I need in order to start making money for all these videos. And if you don't have money to help donate, please just donate your time. Um, that will help me come up with money to help me pay for an attorney. The information I gave the attorney already said that they have enough to prove that I'm innocent. These people are stalking me, and I've been planning false charges on me. They tried to put false charges on me when I worked at the sheriff department too, and it's fired. But I want to talk about this person right here. Okay, so if anybody that works in Detroit, Michigan, okay, or Dearborn, Michigan, or somewhere in Michigan for Ford Motor Dearborn stamping plant, okay, this lady is crazy, okay, and so is this man right here. Okay. This is her boyfriend, my ex-husband. And these two, I don't bother. I don't bother. If you know, you can ask anybody that know me. I mean, anybody. There's many. Check all my addresses and show my pictures to any of the neighbors. Go ask any of my classmates at any of the schools or colleges I went to, and they'll tell you. It's not, I mean, Aaliyah, has she caused any issues ever? Is she a troublemaker? No, never has been. Real quiet to herself. She crack jokes here and there. She's a pretty funny person once you get to know her, you know. But other than that, just a laid back individual that keeps to herself, and you know, keeps up with her appearance. You know, hair is always done, nails are always done. You know, polished. You don't got to be like nails or nothing like that. Even though sometimes I do, but the point about it is you won't hear anything bad about me. Okay. Unless somebody's telling lies. And you aren't going to find too many liars. So that should speak a lot of volume. Now, these two individuals thought it would be a good idea, and there's some other individuals that's connected to this, like this person right here. This person right here. Okay, and this person you need to really watch and send CPS out to her house at times because she has a baby daddy that has touched a child and went to prison for it. Okay, and she keep having kids by him, even though he raped his cousin that's underage. This lady right here. And so those two individuals that I showed you, like I said, if you work at Dearborn Stamping Plant or know somebody that work at Dearborn Stamping Plant, ask them if they know that Caucasian lady named Teresa Diamondback, because she seems to know quite a few people and have been working there for many years before I started working there. And so they paid or threatened and coerced some individuals in my family to get me to apply at Ford Motor Company, Dearborn Stamping. And since she knows someone in human resources, she had someone pull my application. If she didn't have someone put my application, then this person right here, uncle, who worked at Ford, pulled my application. which is named Hamisi Lee. You'll hear about me speak. He's my stepfather. You hear about me speak about him in other videos. And but they said the girl worked there for many years. And my stepfather, I don't trust him farther than I could throw him. And heard that he's related to not just my ex-husband and in the same gang. And I'll tell you how. So that he's affiliated with him in some form of way. Because one of my kids had a birthday party at our house, and people come over. We had quite a few parties and outings. I'm kind of like a party person, a little, but not a lot. And I'm just trying to make my children happy. But these people try to take that to their advantage. And so my ex-husband's best friend was over with his children too, and his one of his daughters just so happened to just go sit in my stepfather's lap like she knew him. She wasn't little enough where she was an infant. You know, infants go to anybody. No, she was like 7, 8, 9. Children that age don't just go sit in people's lap, especially not men. Okay, little girls. And he tried to seem like he played it off, and I was kind of peeping out, like trying to act like I wasn't paying attention, but was paying attention to other people's faces, and I could tell that it was some guiltiness going around in the room. And not only that, this same individual, my mother, slept with my mother, and stepfather lived a street life, and she slept with a lot of his friends. From what I heard, she slept with all of them. These gang members in this polygamous cult, they like in Malachi York's cult, likes for them, their wives and men to sleep. They're swingers. They're polygamists. They sleep with each other. And that's not, they try to put that on their children's or individuals that they run across. And, oh, doesn't seem a nice person. No, I'm not a polygamist. I'm not no swinger. I don't believe in that lifestyle. And I'm not bisexual. And these people, they're all bisexual, the men and the women. Come to find out, my ex-husband was bisexual. Okay, this lady, when I worked there, she hit on me. And I had to talk to some supervisors about her that wanted to come into my work area often. And I'm trying to make money to pay bills so I can get the hell out of Michigan. Okay? This lady, she tried to hit on me. She likes women. Okay? And I'm not going to get into my ex-husband right now with me and him showing me videos of celebrities having sex with other celebrities or other random people, gay sex. Some men too, not just women. So, my stepfather and his group of people are very disturbing individuals. Malachi York, very disturbing individual. He's not a racist group. I don't know where to get that from. Maybe the government wanted to tell lies because they've been trying to get gang members off on a lot of charges, rape charges, gang stalking charges. The government is corrupted, okay? And the government has been serving or helped serve Malachi York. He's the devil. Okay. Agenda and this gay agenda. My father works for the Pentagon, and you would think that all of the trouble that he sees me going through, and not just that, that I have proof, okay, that he would allow me to live in his house for protection. It seemed like he can't even protect his own son because his own son got charges of child pornography. Okay, His mother was shot and killed. His brother was shot and killed. His nephew was murdered, okay, or suspiciously. So I'm trying to get the FBI included in this um, situation. So that's why I said, please watch as many of my videos and share as many of my videos as you possibly can. And if you are the FBI or the CIA or a police department officer, please share my information. Please read my books, buy my books for women, buy my books for post officers, police officer women. You should know what's going on out there in the streets. And a lot of this I didn't know being a police officer, because you know what? Police officers usually hang around what? Police officers. But some police officers are real shady and dirty, because somebody was giving my ex-husband tidbits on information about me, and I really believe that it could have possibly been my cousin that worked for the department, because come to find out he is involved in this same gang. And my ex-husband later told me down the years that he went to high school with him. This guy right here is a demon. Okay, he works for Wayne County Sheriff Department. He's a demon. Okay, he didn't have the audacity to come tell me. See, these men that come tell you information later down the line when they think that they have, they like, what you gonna do? You can't do nothing to me. These men, they think that they get to a point where they think they're above the law. Okay, they think, oh, I got too much money, or I done made too much music, out there, and I done so too much drugs out there in the street. People scared of me. I got clout. I got guns. Some of these people, the government has really allowed some of these people to get that egotistically big that they really believe that, and they'll start saying stuff. My ex-husband told me that he went to high school with him. He never told me this. This is my cousin, and he never told me that. Why would he tell me that, right? Unless he has something to hide. Okay, that was later down the years after I had already been fired from the shit. And my ex-husband, that's why I tried to break up with him, and couldn't find out the same cousin that I told to that I was trying to break up with the guy, because something just wasn't sitting right with me, including he told me, he asked me, was I talking to some guy, he named a few guys that come chill with me in my office, some of the male officers that come chill with me in the office. Like, who are you having me? Why are you having people watch me? That sound kind of crazy, right? So why wouldn't I try to break up with you, right? And so that same cousin that I told that to is the one that coerced me to work at for a motor company. That I was picked on, harassed, and wrongfully terminated. They're trying to fuck up my life to make me date who they want me to date. This guy, we're not even equally yoked. We're not even compatible. He's a Taurus. I'm a Sagittarius. Sagittarius aren't compatible with Tauruses. Okay. And the same thing they did with my first baby father that I tried to get aborted. And my stepfather, sister, kicked me out of the house and told me to go live somewhere else with a Cancer. Sagittarius and Cancers aren't compatible. And I had already told her I didn't want to be with him. But then go back. There's nothing in Detroit. I want to, listen, coming from the household that I came from, where you seeing your parents fight, and it's mainly your father beating on your mother, why would you want to go back to that, right? Okay, and your mother walking down the neighborhood with her shirt off and her bra and in and out of mental hospitals. Why would I want to go back? Why would I want to go to your house? Huh? And she's walking outside with her hair all over her head and mismatched clothes. Well, again, why would I want to go where? Back to Detroit. So come to find out, my stepfather must have paid somebody, this guy here, to impregnate me on purpose to try to force me to go back to Michigan because all of the years that I stayed there prior to me getting pregnant, nobody caught me. But all of a sudden, guess who wanted to call me? These same individuals. It's the same individuals, the same Dina. Okay? These same individuals. These same individuals. Talking about how they miss me. I lived in Detroit for how many years and you didn't call me? Stop calling me. I guess I don't know, you had something to do. I done lived here how many years and you still haven't called me? But all of a sudden, when I get pregnant, you miss me now? Okay. Come to find out that my baby daddy, and I'm glad he got murdered. Um, he was shot in the head, and his mother, his mother was a whore. She would watch her boyfriend's children that were by other women because he was a drug dealer. Okay, what the fuck kind of shit is that? This bitch watching got some other woman child over her house watching them in the bed, and he gone somewhere out in the streets. Black people got a lot of mess, unnecessary mess in their life, and that's what I've tried so hard to keep out of mind. The dysfunction that I grew up with, to eliminate it as I got older and older. And these things they like to try to be parasitic. Okay. So I need an FBI involved in my family. And I need an FBI to contact the sheriff department from that fired me to find out whose decision was that. Because I had this white lady that so called her was the final decision named Krieger that I was told was racist against black women. And it's really weird how some white women hate black women but like black men. There's part of their agenda because they believe that they could get black men to do what they need them, want them to do. And sometimes it's oppressing black women. It was done in slavery. So same tactics, these Ku Klux Klan members use behind closed doors. And I guess they really probably thought I was going to clean up the department. Hmm. A real officer, we don't want that. Detroit was and it still is very corrupted. Kwame Kilpatrick, Coleman Young. They say Coleman Young was one of the best mayors. The Coleman Young had so many women and so much drugs and guns and so many gangs. All Kilpatrick tried to do was the same thing that Coleman Young did. Except for they busted him because he had that dancer murdered because she didn't want to. They're trying to murder women because, or their wives that don't want to be caught in threesomes. Like they're trying to force us to date them, to remain in a relationship, to even have children. They're trying to force us to have their children, men that we don't want to have kids by or be with. Some of these men have really grown to be troll-ish. But this lady says she does know my father, my stepfather, and he's a liar. And that him, this teacher, Jason Prayer, and my stepfather took transcendental meditation classes. I asked my stepfather if he knew Jason Prayer or her. He said he doesn't know them and didn't know her until my his son, my stepbrother, Kojo Lee, invited us to her property to drum, so called to bring good energy or whatever. Because, and I don't think that it worked because she never got rid of those rats and roaches. From when I stayed there, I still saw them, in her place. So I don't know what's going on with this woman, but she knew Dr. Sabi's child named KJ. Never heard of KJ or him being Dr. Sabi's child until later, and that he was from what is this quad? Where's Dr. Sabi from again? I forget but the whole incident, these men are killing women and celebrities and are trying to get away, have been getting away with it, just like Kanye West's mother was murdered. He even said that she was murdered, but nobody listens. All they care about is stupid shit like, so what is Kim Kardashian on? Yeah, your mother was murdered. What is Kim Kardashian? What are you and Kim Kardashian wearing to the awards show? So are you gonna have children? Yeah, no, I know. You told me your mother was murdered. So you're on your third child. Are you gonna have another child? And people don't look at it. I guess people say, what can we do about it? There's a lot of things we can do about it. That's why I made this channel. I want you to keep watching, keep listening to what has happened in my family and in my life, and see if any of it coincides with your family or anyone you know and in your life. And then tell them, hey, we need to email Lala. And her email address is book authoress 400 degrees at gmail.com. And it's in her books too. She put in both of the books that she wrote, and she's on her third book. But we need to come up with some solutions, like she said, because we're tired of, you know, these senseless murderings and people getting in our government getting away with it. Probably because we're so poisoned with our own food and water that some of our neurological systems are not really digesting the information. Um, just like the government got away with a whole bunch of people in Flint, Michigan. Those people couldn't sell their houses or get rid of their houses and all of that polluted water. They had no way. They had to wash in polluted, toxic, poisoned water. And no one has went to jail yet. Kanye's mother is dead. Jackie O is dead. She was murdered too. All these people get murdered, and no one really is saying, you know what? How about we not look up nothing about any kind of celebrity because we're so focused on trying to create everyday people issues that we don't give a fuck about people that got money. They need to solve their own issues because they have enough money to. We're the ones that need to solve our own issues. And how we're going to do that is keep watching this channel and email me. Fuck listening to stupid ass songs. Do you know that the hip hop industry, I want you to pull this up on Google. has done more damage to the community than it has in betterment. They want us to kill us each other. They want us to sell drugs. They want us to do drugs. They want us to. They 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 want us to. This is probably why I've been attacked ever since I was a child in my neighborhood. You know, I was carrying around knives. So yeah, real hard ass. And these men are so demonic with trying to find ways to sleep with women and impregnate them because they try to send demonic men to good women. So, I had to deal with my father, always high on drugs, but wanted to say my mother's crazy. But he was like Little Wayne, you know, and in and out of consciousness from so many different cocktails of drugs. These men in these groups, they like to do a lot of drugs. They love drugs. They like selling drugs and they like doing drugs. I think they like doing drugs more than they like selling them. And they like to sell women and make women sleep with their friends and family members. And my ex-husband, his mother, his father, aunt has a child by his father, and then his father, same household, sister, siblings, and then his father somehow, I don't know what the fuck happened, started talking to his mother, had a child with her. His brother last name is Moses, and not Whetstone, but his younger sister that's not by his father, by some other man that lived in his household that his mother had by a different guy. Last name is Whetstone. And she had three children and got married to her sister's husbands and baby daddy. I didn't learn that shit till after I was already had kids. You think I would want to be involved in some? These women are stupid. Y'all need to stop involving yourself with individuals in situations like that because that tells you that what the devil is involved. Okay, just like my grandmother and like I said, my father works for the military in the Pentagon, but left his mother in the hood. She basically the projects, and then she was murdered, and he wants to cry at the funeral. No, she did was talk about how he was such a piece of shit ass son that didn't appreciate her and didn't help take care of her, and she asked him many times. My father is a demon. He a liar, just like his family said he is too. Nobody in his family said they like him. They said they hate my father. And him, he almost had somebody kill me. The same 2001, or I think it was 2001. I had to check the records back with the police department. I didn't find out until recently, right before I was forced to move in North Carolina from Detroit. Same guy, Jason Puryear, and his daughter Jasmine Puryear, that had been living off of 7 Mile. I forget the name of the street. and had been living off that street, to my knowledge, for many years. And it just so happened, a very strong possibility, during the time of my auto accident that happened right down the street from where his daughter lived, that I later, picked her up from to take her to work one day. I'm like, this is the same area I had my auto accident in. And then come to find out, these motherfuckers know my ex-husband. So who all do my ex-husband know? Come to find out, my ex-husband does know my father and his family. He said that he went to school when he later seen a cousin of mine named my uncle stepdaughter named Dana. That these I don't know what my uncle's job, my grandmother's brother job was. I don't recall, but they so called say they went to church, and his daughters have decent jobs, and he has a nice house in Southfield. But his stepdaughter happened to get pregnant at 14 or 15 by a drug dealer. Sounds shady, right? And my ex-husband say she tried to talk to him, but she was always dirty. She didn't look dirty to me when she came over with her newborn baby over the same cousin house, another cousin of my biological father. That later, me and my ex-husband and my mother is a demon, my father's demon, and she said she was cooking or whatever, and invited some people, and nobody came by. Could we come by and help eat some food? That all of this food that she cooked, because her and her children weren't gonna be able to, eat all of it, which she hadn't, because it was disgusting. She didn't know how to cook. But this same chick, my ex-husband, say that it's like this nigga has been an issue before he even got into my life. You know what I mean? Like, he knows somebody in my family. And I'm trying to tell you that there's some real dirty shit going on. And the FBI needs to be involved in this. Okay. So he said that she tried to kiss him because when she showed us around her house, and okay, I was like, I'm about to go upstairs and sit down and whatever. I was tired and getting sleepy. It was getting late, and I think he went to use the bathroom in her bathroom in the basement or whatever, and he said she tried to kiss him. I called her because he didn't tell me until afterwards. Okay, that we didn't already pull it off. After we pulled it off, okay, that she tried to kiss him, not at her house. Okay, and she said that she didn't try, she didn't do nothing to him, and nothing happened, period. And she would have never tried because he not even her type. He ugly to her. Well, looking at some of her men that she didn't have children by, I kind of doubt that to be true. But you try to trust in your family because she used to take me places when I was a little kid. She was older than me, like to the arcade and stuff like that. And but it overall wasn't a really good cousin. Um, she was involved a lot. She lived in a bad area, and I really believe that my stepfather might be the devil. Um, it seemed like everybody that is involved in his life or that he knows something bad happens to. And I don't really care who doesn't believe me. and his energy, the way he presents himself, and the way he says things, he's very dysfunctional in misplaced. His emotions are misplaced. His behavior is misplaced. Everything about him is very misplaced. And I even did background on my stepfather, and I don't see anything stating that his father owned a blood bank, even though that's what he said. Why are you trying to drink my water? You must have been being bad. Your brothers put you in my room. Come here, Simba. But this man, he keeps trying to interfere in my life and trying to control who I see, who I talk to, who's my friends, just everything. He is a demon, just like Malachi York. And I really believe he need to be put behind bars. You know, I believe he should be. He's caught me, threatening me. I'm really tired of this guy. And I'm tired of my father being a pussy bitch to him. And I don't know, maybe my father's scared because, he was in the military. His family lived in Michigan. And, some of them might have been getting harassed or something or threatened. I don't know. But I know that you should be able to do something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I heard that his wife could possibly be relatives to my ex-husband. There's some blood work that need to be done. It really is. And see, that's why the devil tried to stop blood work, so that a lot of this mafia stuff and gang related stuff, people could keep harassing um, and threatening people and get away with it. You not even know that it's from, somebody from your husband's other side of the family or something. It's just lies going on in the United States and other countries with these drugs and these men trying to be drug dealers and getting, you know, um, access to having guns. And, some other people that, I know have access to guns and illegal guns. I know about drug centers. So you can see why they're trying to put false charges on me because I have a lot of information that could incarcerate a lot of people. And my mother, I don't know what it is with these women that think that it's cool to be with a drug dealer. Oh, my boyfriend, he's a drug dealer. And, oh, these guys, oh, yeah, I'm a drug dealer. I don't know what egotistical characteristics, what they were showing on TVs back then. You know, um, these mafia men. But back then you had the white mafia before you had the black mafia, and like them trying to do what the mafia people how they act, sell drugs. And I don't know. All I know is coming from slavery, our black ancestors shouldn't have been doing anything but trying to stay in college education and continue to build our own neighborhoods in a safe manner. And, you know, with guns, them trying to get guns. Because you have to understand, when we left the plantation, we didn't have guns. We weren't given guns. And, black people, I guess they felt they needed something, some kind of way to protect themselves. And I feel like if any of those white folks that let you live in their places, I don't know what was the conditions of ending slavery. But, I heard that they, the stories of, the white people took them in and black people that were freed in the northern states. Well, where were their guns? You know? So, there's a lot that the dynamics that break down of America, United States, and even with Native Americans. So, and they say, why don't you just leave America? You don't like it here, right? Well, it's very costly, you know. And if you could barely find a job, and the ones you do find jobs primarily from are from the people that enslaved us, the white folks that owned everything, right? So, like I said, but you have other foreign country individuals, foreigners coming here from other countries that are getting free benefits. That's like a spit in our face, basically. You come here and you getting, you got a passport and you getting a job. You know what I'm saying? We've been here how long? And we can, and all they want to keep doing is try to lock our black asses up. We can't get a business loans. We all should have business loans to open up a bit to be able to open up a business. We all should be given, some kind of grant for free housing or free land, or stipulations on lower grants or loans for houses and businesses. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is ridiculous for a black person to live in America. It is. And it's like, if you don't play by the rules and, you know, want to date their low life ass celebrities that like dating 10 and 12 women and having 20 children by different women, then you really can't have a good life. You know what I'm saying? Because they're constantly trying to beat you down, just like me. I was fired from the sheriff department wrongly. I was fired from Ford Motor Company wrongly. And I was fired from other jobs, little small jobs, wrongly. They're trying to keep us at a finance, like they're trying to control our finances. So, which is wrongly. We can't really have the life that we really want. And it's like all I'm trying to do is just go to college. That's all the fuck I'm trying to do is go to college. If I had been a judge, a police officer, I would have went to being a judge. And now I'm in the medical field, but I have this black man that's very ignorant, and that is a part of the Ku Klux Klan because Ku Klux Klans they have a black department, just like you have in gangs. You have um, the conservatives, the insane, different levels or whatever. So, you know, it's just as slavery isn't going on right now. Well, the slavery unit is a different form of slavery now. But this one includes with trying to force people to sign contracts or do stuff without contracts and get away with like why are you trying to force women into sex trafficking? This Bill Cosby, he is an issue to the black society. Stevie J is an issue to black society. Jay-Z is an issue to black society. Mike's husband, the issue. He talked about how he hated white folks. And then he showed up in court with a white girlfriend. Very big surprise to me. And then this white girlfriend harasses and sabotage my work, my job. And I get fired wrongfully. I had proof. They paid those people. Okay, this system here is still not for black people in America. And if you want to say that it is, you are an ass kissing door opener, Uncle Tom. It's like if you're not dating a drug dealer, or you don't want to be somebody hoe, or you don't want to get hoed, or be out in the street, or giving fellatio or whatever. Listen, bitch, listen. It's nothing wrong with me becoming a doctor. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay? And then I had a boyfriend that was a drug dealer, and this guy harassed. The lady came into court shaking and scared. Okay, so I know he harassed her. And now she don't even have a car dealership. Okay? And these people with money like to threaten individuals that don't have money or, less money. Because they threatened my car dealership. She was a small dealership. And I was paying, and they get mad. They jealous. A woman that is doing, they say they want a woman that can buy her own. No, that's a fucking lie. It's a lie. They want a poor, broke ass woman that can barely stand so that they can try to control and belittle and fuck around on. That's what they want for women. They don't give a fuck about us. Okay? They don't want to control us. And if you don't think so, then you are lying to yourself, women.
She's on something right now.
Shh. Which cat is that? The boy cat? I'm doing a video right now, baby.
I'll just get something.
But they keep trying to lock me up and putting false charges. If you look at some of my videos, you'll see I got proof in some of my videos, and they are trying to turn my children against me, where my children don't even believe me. And if my children really listen and watch these videos and see how demonic some people really are,
So I can get out.
a lot of you children need to be more supportive of your parents, like your mother trying to get out of a bad situation. They tried to force me on drugs. They tried to force me to do drugs. These men are trying to force women to do drugs.
Oh, no. I was feeling weak.
And how do I have proof? I know where I can tell you where all of the drug centers are in Michigan that they took me to fill out for fake prescriptions, and then tried to force me to sell the drugs. And then since take the drugs, and since I don't want to take the drugs, then they want to give me chump change to sell it. Okay. Where would I know to get these prescriptions from? The government, the truth is, support gang members. And a lot of these military, U.S. Army, Marines, some of them are gang members. For whatever reason, black men think that it's popular to be part of a gang. Okay, I don't know what the fuck is up, because you get drugs and guns. They even have some United States military people from military agents working from different countries. Be quiet. Asking women on TikTok, Facebook, if they can. This is my noise maker. See, it's so handsome. But noisemaker, right, that are asking women, saying that, all coming up with all these reasons of why they need them to send money. I'm trying to tell you, these men are demons. A lot of these men are demons that work for the military and the government and the police department. Okay. So I'm trying to find me a doctor. That's what I'm trying to find me, a doctor. And some of these attorneys, I don't know about them. They've been taking money behind closed doors. So yeah, Cash App. These look. I had this guy work for the military. He showed me a picture of him wearing a uniform. Okay, so I'm not lying. If I could find a picture, I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna show it to you. I'm gonna print it out and show it to you on one of my videos. These military workers are demons going over in other countries, raping other women, children. Okay. I swear you just don't know the world that we live in. Well, these men, I had a girl told me last night that her father is about to get out of prison, and he's in prison right now because he was touching her sister, their father, not their stepfather, and he was a preacher. Mm, dear me, the government is trying to help black men, shady black men, keep it covered of them raping their children. But they go to sleep. It's like, who could do something like that? Why would you want to have sex with your child or a child? Look, I had to fight my stepfather off. These men are sick here. I don't know what the fuck the white man did to black men when they were enslaved, but whatever the fuck that they did to them was very, like well, I'm sure they did the same to us. But why are y'all so fucked up, right? Okay. But what the fuck did the white man do to them? For them to want to rape their children and other people's children. Like, that's some crazy mess. And then this man go out of his way. It's like my ex-husband acted like he was jealous that I had a better job than him at the time. But had he not been so lazy and finished his apprenticeship program for machinists, he would have been making more money than me. These black men, a lot of them are so lazy. They don't want to do anything. That's why I don't want no black men. They just want to sit around at the liquor store, get drunk and high. It's like, what the fuck did the white man do to you? That the same thing. So why is it that we're able? Why are you trying to hurt us from getting jobs and being successful in life? It could possibly help your black asses out too. You know, with me being a judge. Like help clean the streets up, get the riffraff out of our neighborhoods, have safer neighborhoods for our children. Okay. Black people are so jealous of black people that they hurt their entire race. Trying to pull each other down. Craps in a barrel. Just like my brother said, my half brother said, Black folks are crabs in a barrel. And this nigga is the one that tried to sell me. And he want to talk about black folks are crabs in a barrel. Ain't that crazy? Sociopath behaviors, narcissistic, dis what did you call it? Disassociated personalities. Like, and then these men say they don't need counseling, they don't need to, go talk to no counselor or no pastor, and don't need to go to church. You don't need to go to church. Mm-hmm. Some of them sit there just to act like they just there and that they're really good people and really are not. Just putting a facade on for their, person they're trying to be with or trying to find a person. They're not just, I went to church and just to go to church. And a lot of people should. That's what a lot of people need, black people need to do. Go back to the church. Get your asses in church. I know they say, well, it can't be a God, look at all of this mess. Look at all of this mess going on in the world. Well, I tell you what God say, if you make some steps, I will make the rest to carry you, right? But you gotta make some kind of effort. And that it's like black folks are lazy. I don't see how the fuck we were slaves. I wonder why we had to be beat. You know what I'm saying? We need to be beat, I guess, throughout life. Cause if not, we ain't gonna do nothing in life. But stand at the liquor store and get drunk and high. Okay. I read in a book that that's our main problem is that we can't stop getting drunk and high. That's one of our major problems of standing in our way of success. Being lazy, drunk, and high, and not wanting to go to church. And I'll go there trying to take advantage of people. Like, just sit there and listen to the word. He is so handsome. He's so handsome. Simba. Simba. I got this cat as my, what you call, people that need and support is my support animal. Aren't you? Look how cute he is. He has to be some support, don't he? Cute. Is my support animal. Oh, look at all the shit I've been through. You know, people usually use people support. It's too many bad people out there, and I don't want to deal with people that need need some counseling just to have as a supportive individual. It's to be people that's out there that's sick that need some support themselves. So I just rather have an animal. It is some really sick people out there. And then for his girlfriend to do something like that, like, I don't know what he told her. You know, he said he was using her for money. I said, well, that's your life. I got nothing to do with that. Because I didn't already found so much information about you that I didn't like, that I don't even care because I don't want to be a part of your life. And my stepbrother and some men in my family, for some reason, some men have issues with trying to be in people relationships. Like the man don't tell the full story, he tell lies. And then other men try to, and the family try to involve themselves in your relationship that don't even have a place in your relationship anyway, even if it was a lie. You see what I'm saying? Like, who the fuck are you? I could be the biggest hoe in town. Ain't none of your business. My house I was taken care of. My children are taken care of, right? So why are you bothering me about bringing this man back into my household that didn't know how to pay the bills on time, messing my credit up? Black people have a real bad issue with minding their own business or knowing when to involve and how to involve yourself. Like, you should have been whooping on his head about why is he behind in bills. Not telling me why is he out of the household. The children need a father. Well, we don't need one that don't know how to pay bills. Hmm. So, and we don't need one that don't know how to not, to not put his hands on the children. And black men have issues. All that stuff that be in the movies is right. You watch movies when you're a child, and you're really not like, dang, that's some horrible stuff. Their father was really mean. You know what I mean? These men, they like to pick on black men like to pick on their children and other people's children. That's something that a lot of people don't know, I guess. But it showed on TV. They have issues. They like to put their hand on a woman, and the woman don't even do anything. She don't even be doing anything. They don't. It is something wrong with them. Okay. Listen, let me tell you something. My own father, wife, and women are so just smile and act like you're okay. Listen, you stupid bitches need to stop that. We are humans. We have emotions. We have feelings. We have wants. We have needs. We have desires. Okay? Stop that. And it's like you walk around with this happy face because these motherfuckers don't understand how to function properly. You know what I'm saying? Even my father, his wife, she makes us his breakfast, his lunch, his dinner. Bitch, what is your problem? Don't that man know that you're not a machine? That you're human? Okay. I don't listen to any of it in my family because they're idiots. And it's so sorry of them that they have been. So, like I said, if that's what someone would like to do to caretaker men and all of that part, now I can see if that man is babying you, spoiling you, and all that kind of stuff, then go ahead and make his breakfast and his lunch. But again, know that you need to care for yourself too. And that's why a lot of women end up dead from cancer, diabetes, high blood pressure, and the health issues because we silently let these men kill us. Okay? We are silently letting these men kill us. Let them kill themselves. Fuck them. It's so sad because I've seen women with all these different cancers and stuff just to try to make a man. We need to stop it. These men don't know when to stop it, or shall I say, they don't care. So you have to care about your own self. Because these men, they 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 don't give a fuck about. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna start making my lunch some weeks to give you a break. Okay. You we need to make sure that it's good that you take care of me, but we need to make sure that you're able to take care of yourself too. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't see them getting up making a whole bunch of lunches and dinners. You know what I'm saying? Hmm. And the government knows who to target to try to. You have to think about everything is rigged, even as pharmaceutical. You got black mothers that's working all these hours. A lot of them are single parents. A lot of you women, you need to look. Go to the suburbs. Look at all of these white women with rings on their fingers. And then come back in the hood to all the ones that got a whole bunch of kids with no ring on their finger. It would make you think again. I don't have no whole bunch of kids without walking down the aisle with a ring on. I refused. Okay. But what I'm saying is that that's what y'all should do. Refuse. So, like I said, please read my book. It's called How Ford Motor Company UAW tried to sex traffic me. It will tell you of how hateful some individuals can become that you don't even know about. You got some haters and don't even know about it. You know what I'm saying? Hmm. I'm gonna do another video. Oh, oh, I got an interview to be too. So let me get to my interview. Have a good day. Okay. What did you like today that you heard in my video? Oh my gosh. Mm-mm. That's just an example. I don't give a fuck about that bitch. Okay. Period. Mm-mm. Do not give a fuck about none, especially when a call and harass me and send demonic men. I hope my father's wife, she need to stop calling harassing me. I think that's what she did to my mother. I don't know. Okay, period. Okay.